Dual listing is sort of what it sounds like. You can list at 2 centers, or you can list at more than 2 centers. Dual listing does require you to travel to another transplant center.
It does need to be in a center that's outside of that local donor pool. The benefit to this is that it will open them up to other local donor pools.
It requires you, the person, to do your homework or even ask your insurance company what are favorable waiting times, shorter than the waiting times in your current area. It does require you to visit that transplant center and meet their criteria also. Some may have particular restrictions, so you may want to know what those are before you decide to make a trip or make that investment.
There's also financial burdens involved with that. Insurance providers might not be willing to pay for 2 workups at 2 different centers, so they would have to check with their providers as well. At our program, we do require patients to have health insurance just because of the unknown costs associated with it.
Some insurance companies will pay for travel. They'll pay for housing. Some of them you have to find out what the particulars are for your provider. Some do encourage people to go to other transplant centers that have shorter waiting times.
It's also important to know that their dialysis time will go with them at each listing. It would benefit them by putting them ahead of people who have less amount of dialysis time versus them. The downside to dual listing is the legwork. You have to travel to each center. It can be costly, so it's a challenge for the patient, but it can be very beneficial.